Hey St. Lucia, good morning everybody. Thank you for joining us. This morning is back on. I'm Chayla Mendez, your host. Thank you for joining us. If you just tuned in, listen, you made the best choice of the morning by starting with us here on This Morning, okay? Because it's always a good day here on This Morning. And we have a very lovely guest here with us. I'd like you to meet Mandiana, and I would like to welcome you to our This Morning family. How are you today?
Thank you. I'm doing great. It's a great day.
Super. And you know what? She's doing great things as well too. She is the founder of Garden of Vegan. Now I know that sounds yummy already, but it's healthy, it's delicious, and sometimes for us making a transition to a healthier lifestyle, especially when it comes to eating, is very hard because I know I used to be one of them thinking to eat healthy, it's not gonna taste good. Recently I
Right.
saw a picture on, I think it was Instagram, and it was captioned, my opinion of lunch, and it had kale salad, and then the person put at
The
the
healthy
bottom, you know
plates.
what? Yeah, so their comment at the bottom was like, okay, if this is lunch, my view of it is okay. It is a lot easier for me to be fatter and it tastes nicer because to people it
I
just,
think I saw that.
Yeah,
I
so
think I saw something.
basically the gist of it was that, okay, kale salad just sounded like eating grass, bland, disgusting, not yummy. So, okay, I'm going to be fat.
And yeah, and even if when you hear the term vegan or vegetarian, it does sound like there's no meat in there, so that means
it's not
like
going to be tasty.
yeah.
It's not. It's going to be like suck it up and just eat.
Just eat it, just because you have to eat it, for eating sake. Period.
Exactly. Now, you've been making changes. I would say your food, your cooking is definitely doing that because so many people are raving about Garden of Vegan. My boss loves it. I'm going to be
That's
trying in
correct.
St. Lucia. And I have friends, I keep seeing them posting their lunch and,
From
it was
Garden of
from Garden of
Vegan.
Vegan. So
Amazing
I was
stuff.
like, we need to know who's behind this. So first of all, how did you come up with the concept, of Garden of Vegan?
The concept came about based on my travel experiences. And I was at a point in my life where I was employed with the corporate firms or whatever, but I felt like I did not belong there. Like, this wasn't what I want to do. Like, it's just another job. So it came about at a point where I based on my travels, I noticed that, the food delivery service was very common. Okay, and of course in St. Lucia, when I return, I'm like, okay, well, how can I make this work in St. Lucia? And of course, I mean, we have delivery service, we have, other Domino's and what have you, but I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I always like to be different from everything else. So I said, okay, well, I did my market survey, like, okay, well, we don't have any vegan delivery service here. Perhaps I should give this a try. And that's what started Garden of Vegan.
And now it's blowing up. How do you feel about that?
Okay, it's been pretty overwhelming. Like, I am amazed by the feedback and the responses because, like I said, it was like new waters for me because I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, at the point as well, I was a transitioning vegan.
Okay.
So it was like, really, what am I doing? Okay, let me see how this goes. And the moment that I started on the first day, the feedback is just overwhelming. Even to this day, I'm surprised at the amount of persons who literally have who have an interest in eating healthy or looking for healthy options just for eating. And I mean, I'm telling you, it's a lot. Persons are very, very concerned and are interested in what they're putting into the body. I didn't know that before. I only know that now based on, my experience
And
with
the
Garden of
response.
Vegan.
Good stuff. Well, even with that, so you said you were transitioning at the time to vegan lifestyle. For persons who, because I still think some people don't clearly understand what being vegan is all about. So if you can educate us as well on that.
Well, first of all, somebody's reason for wanting to go vegan, it all depends on their morals, what they're looking for, right? So then there's never to say, well, it's a healthy route and you should just go vegan because, you're not eating any animal products. It's not from an animal. No, what's your reason for wanting to go vegan? What is your goal? So, I mean, first of all, it's a very ticklish question because I'd have to understand what is the goal for wanting to go vegan. I mean, for me, when I was doing the research in the market survey, the market research in the surveys, the information that I found about animal cruelty, that alone was enough to tell me, okay, listen, no meat for you.
Right.
Because it's just a lot when you see what the animals are going through. I was like, okay, this is what they're going through that we can eat to sustain us. What happened to plant-based foods?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, for anybody who has not yet experienced Garden of Vegan, let them know why they should give it a try, and then, of course, how they can follow you and be in contact.
Okay, well, persons who are interested in getting food from Garden of Vegan can follow on Facebook and Instagram that is at Garden of Vegan SLU. That is GARDNVEGANSLU at gmail.com. Or you can reach us via email, which is gardenofveganslu at gmail.com, or contact number via WhatsApp, voice as well, 285-7777. And any questions as to why you should try a vegan lifestyle, and I mean, feel free to ask me directly, based on what your response is, and I can advise you accordingly.
All right, St. Lucia, so there you have it. So it's all about Garden of Vegan, and again, we got to know the story behind it, and of course, clearly a labor of love.
Lots
All
of
right.
love, lots of love. Hence why I
Everyday
don't
love.
answer calls in the morning, or it's difficult to, because the love has to be focused on to serve you better.
All right, you see, so meals with love, that's happy food right there. okay?
Definitely. And who doesn't want food with love?
Exactly. You see, that's what feeds your soul, people.
Exactly.
All right. So I hope you picked up the vibe, felt her connection. It's all about the positivity.
Mhm.
So make sure you check out Garden of Vegan. Maniana, thank you so much for being here with
And
us.
thank you for having me.
All right,
It was most
super.
pleasure.
Yeah,
Thank
definitely.
you.
And St. Lucia, you guys know you always stop me, so let me know when you see me how you enjoyed your meal from Garden of Vegan. All right.
Do tell.
Morning, St. Lucia. Hi, everybody. Welcome to This Morning. I'm your host, Chayla Mendez, and it's another beautiful day. Listen, you know what? It's always a good day on This Morning. That's how we do it. Now, today I have a guest. I have Novanas Bissett. Some of you may know him. By now, you should know him, and if not, you're going to get to know him today. He is responsible for something called Movement News, and that happens on Facebook. So if you haven't checked it out yet, I guarantee you at the end of the show you will be doing so. All right. So first of all, I'd like to welcome you to This Morning. You're now part
Thank
of
you.
our family, whether you like it or not. You are part of This Morning. So how are you doing
Thank you.
today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Super.
Yeah.
So you know, a lot of people are talking about Movement News,
Yeah.
and you definitely touch on some serious issues. You know, you really speak your mind with
Mhm.
Movement News, and that's a great thing, especially coming from a young person. So first of all, what is Movement News?
Well, movement news is more about facts, all right? I believe there are a lot of young people out there who are scared to tell the truth, like they're scared to say what they feel, you know? So I believe the movement news is more about facts, like opening the young people's eye and you can say the citizens of St. Lucia. But movement news is more about St. Lucia. Everything that I will be talking about is about St. Lucia. It's about our country, our sweet St. Lucia, like I always say on movement news. Yeah, because I love my country. That's why I call it sweet St. Lucia. So movement news is more about facts and
Alright.
opening the eyes of all the citizens that we have in St. Lucia.
Great. And you know what? I think it's also giving a voice for younger people and hopefully
Yeah.
inspiring them to also speak up so that
Mhm.
we're not going to be a passive society.
Yeah.
So I really love that. Now, how did it come about? What made you decide to start recording your opinions, you know, and putting it out there?
Well, how did it start? It was just a short clip. I didn't know that it would go so far. It was just a short clip. It started like I was driving, and I realized that I need to put something on them there because it was very strange. Like the first news was about the explosion, so I had to post something. I watched a video about 3 times, and I kept on laughing and
Right.
because although it was a bit funny, but the news was true. So I posted it, and within 3 hours or so, I realized that I am up to 3,000 something views.
Are you serious?
Now I realized maybe the people would share it because it is funny, but at the same time it is true. And then some people encouraged me and told me, you know, continue because even if it is funny, you know what I am saying is true. So that's how I started and then continued and ended up having so many episodes now.
Well, let me tell you, it's definitely making its way across, and it's
Yeah.
getting the reach, because
I
even
realize.
my boss saw it before I did. She was the one who put me up on that. So
Okay.
you are definitely reaching persons,
Mhm.
and I think it's in an entertaining way. And that's what's really great about it too. But like you said, it's still facts.
Yeah,
So people
facts.
still get a chance to know what's happening. Now, so now we know Movement News St. Lucia. Now you understand how it came about.
Yeah.
We want to know, who is Novanus Bisset? Let's St. Lucia get to know you a little bit more, where you
Okay.
come from as well.
Well, I'm from the community of Diga. They call that a small community, but it's a peaceful community. Yeah, that's where I am from, and I am a funny guy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but the thing is that I am an outspoken person.
Mhm.
Yeah, anything I feel like, I will just say it. Anything that is true, I will say it.
So Novanus, with Movement News, where, you know what I should say rather, do you have a long-term vision for it? Where do you see yourself going with it?
Well, I do have a long-term vision for Movement News. And I believe it will go a long way, first of all, because of facts.
Mhm.
There are a lot of people who are blind out there, and you know, the way that I speak, I am serving both parties.
Mhm.
There are people who only understand Patois because St. Lucia have two languages,
Right.
and some people who understand the English. So it's more like translating,
Mhm.
you know. But I believe it's a long-term thing. I will continue.
Mhm.
I continue. Uh-huh. I will continue speaking the truth. I will do it with no fear.
Great.
All right? I will do it with no fear. I am for the people. Like I said, Movement News, our land for the people, shine your light. That is the motto of Movement News.
All right, I love
Yeah.
it. So, you know what, St. Lucia, this is a future here. Who knows? You might have your own show, because everybody
Yeah.
now, there's so many internet, personalities growing as well.
mhm.
So now we have our own, and it's going to be really nice to see how you continue to grow with that. So, just continue on what you're doing. We'll
Thank
keep
you.
following right here on This Morning.
All
And
right.
before we go, St. Lucia, I'm always hooking you up. So, Novanus, just let them know how they can follow it. Give them the name of the Facebook page, and you guys get on it.
Okay, well, you can follow Movement News on Facebook. It's MOUVEMENT News, NEWS. All right, and also feel free to share, like, comment. Let the people know that Movement News is about to tell facts on everything that is happening around us in St. Lucia. Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks again for being here on This
You're
Morning.
welcome.
Definitely my pleasure. I'm going to keep following him, St. Lucia, so make sure you do the same as well. And we'll see you guys next time.